Okay, let's talk about the holy trinity of Chinese cooking. Ginger, garlic, onion. And in combination, it is the start of most great Chinese cooking. All right, so let's talk about the first one. You can substitute spring onion for onion because a lot of the times this is quite costly. When it's not in season or if there's shortage of supply, those can go up to like $3 a bunch, and you can easily substitute it with onion, or if you're a little bit bougie, you can use shallots as well, which is like the fancy version of onion. In my recipes in modern Chinese, it would call for the white parts and the green parts of the spring onion to be separated because they impart different flavors and you can best utilize them for its different flavor profiles. More often than not, the white parts need to be cooked because it will reduce the spiciness of that and it will caramelize its sugars and it will make your dish really sweet. And then the greens are often thrown into the dish as a garnish or right at the end to give it some freshness and vibrancy. But in terms of the Holy Trinity part, the white parts are used in the beginning with oil or any type of fat that you want to use, and it is in combination with garlic and ginger to start the cooking process. This is like literally one of my favorites because it's good for you and it's super tasty. It's spicy, it's like fragrant. I know, controversial. I don't peel ginger. I never grew up peeling ginger, but if you must, you can use a teaspoon and scrape off the skin. Because you're cooking it in oil in the start of the cooking process, it's gonna kill everything. There will be heaps of good properties in the skin as well, so let's not waste. And the third one is garlic. I mean, it makes everything delicious, especially when it's cooked. In Cantonese cooking, you would rarely see raw garlic used in dishes, but if you move towards like Central Chinese cooking, raw garlic is very, very prominent as a main flavor profile. They'll often pour a little bit of like boiling oil over the top of minced garlic to finish a dish, like those beautiful like hampo noodles, etc. You've got a few different types. This one's just peeled and vac packed. This is really handy if you go through a lot of garlic. If I'm cooking for like lots of dinner parties or if I'm doing like pop-ups, I just don't want to be standing there peeling a lot of these. So this is a good way to go, really affordable as well, and it will last you a long time. This is the most common imported Chinese garlic. If you can afford to get the New Zealand grown garlic, obviously do that. The main difference, I would say that the locally grown garlic is sweeter and more pungent, but again, significant price difference. This is Chinese garlic, and what's interesting about this one is that it doesn't have segments. It's just one giant bulb. Pretty crazy. I think it's called elephant garlic. Sometimes it's called elephant garlic. Yeah, this one's spicier and you don't have to peel as much of the skin. So again, that's the Holy Trinity. Try not to overcook it because what tends to happen is that it loses its like vibrancy. To keep everything sweet, you want to taste all the individual ingredients as well, so don't cook it too much. So often I'll just throw it in, if I'm starting a cooking process, especially like a stir fry, only for like 30 seconds to a minute in hot oil.